Welcome back to the Football Experience episode 7. Tonight we have what I call all in one. Munolo di bonitse teng mo bolong, Solomon Sole Ramochotlhwane. And we're also going to learn about our partners service e bidiwang Pinagare, service ya Hope Worldwide Botswana le rre mosimana gape Lekula. Bramsolo, let me welcome you to the show, man.
Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Mo, for having me.
You know, Mbisa Fox.
No, it's another day in paradise.
It's another day in paradise. Yeah, who's Solomon Ramochotlhwane?
Okay, thank you for that question. Solomon Ramochotlhwane is a boy who got a very strong rural background, born almost half a century ago, in a very small village, 1 hour drive from here, from Gaborone. It's called Mahetlwe, just in between Nzoletawe and Molepolle en route towards Rowe. So that's why I started my early primary schools there in the early 80s and as a young boy. And I schooled up until Kibekiahots and junior school mo Nzoletawe. And you can imagine it's 14 kilometers apart, and we used to walk every Sunday and Fridays. Fridays after school ka for and then Sunday because by then there was no bodybuilding facilities. You can imagine.
Wait. So during the week, where you stay?
We're renting out mo metseng o Nzoletawe mo Masikeng. And that's how we survived.
But what are the fit? Because there are long distances now you're able to get some fitness.
Exactly. We are guaranteed walking 28 kilometers per week.
Yeah.
You can imagine. At a very young age, I was very young because I think I was almost 12 years.
Yeah.
Because I used to go with my elder brothers, my brothers were like 3. When they were doing Boston at 5, 6, 7, I used to go with them, sit in that class and learn. That's how I got the wisdom.
Mm-hmm. So, bolo go panlone kaelo go gela.
Okay, yes. Way back, football was not played intelligence.
Yeah.
It was played physics.
Mm-hmm.
Physical and body presence. And then from Nzoletawe CGSSA, we're actually one of the founding students. And then I went to Letlhakane Senior Secondary School. You can imagine how Letlhakane Senior Secondary School in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And by then, people from Bomaung, Bo Reikops, well built. So you stood no chance of playing football.
So wait, why was it go since?
In the past, in the you could see yourself going anywhere.
Okay.
And I remember my dad ankisa go senior school almost 2 days.
Yeah.
And from Palape, then we were a basi. Only kumbi when is Musiruwe Yaku go rap. If you do search transport, in it's you can imagine 200 kilometers. I mean, it's almost 120 kilometers of gravel. If you want to go and then that's where I was good. And by then, multi-talented.
Yeah.
I was playing almost every sports. I played chess, senior school. I was doing tennis, lawn tennis, but most probably boxing.
Yeah.
Yes, those were the eras. Boxing. Those were the eras and the like. So you can imagine, and existing in those eras. Boxing, France, they were so strong, but I was very tiny. I don't know what drove me into boxing, and I did it. Yes, also ka gore ne go tswa gore gongwe re kgona go bua sekgowa kana you are intelligent.
Yeah.
We were forced into doing drama as a way of improving our English, and also debating. And I happen over in those years, I remember I acted on a drama called This Is Our Chance. And we went to Bow Francistown for the nationals. We scooped a position, and then we went. By then, a local senior school, when you get that, you come to the State House to come and the champions to present in front of the president. By then was so that is that. I was doing quite a lot. Football on the rates, because we couldn't do that. Then I went to tertiary, but before tertiary,
no, are back to senior school. It was a treaty you can kind of thing.
Yes, hey, it was very hectic. And it was a really insulting word. Just above your buttocks, it's a very bad word. I can't say it. And neri treatiwa morena bosigo robetse o tshelwa dikobo tsa go tshela metsi. And ne go le mathata. The day that we arrived, and there was a one gentleman a tswa ko Mashoro, a bidiwa autism toto. That guy o ne o le na a tsama from room 1 up to room 16. Yes, ali trita le tsama lo pela re le la ya ka piano by then ne re simola go form 3 or form 3 form 4 form 5. We treated that like, and then there was another one. He's a cop by now. And now you a cat story.
Yeah.
I get to some bally things a cop.
Yeah.
But I had a very good godfather who took care of me because I was very small. So that I could have that. It was Carlos Fan. There's the gentleman who drove me into liking reggae music.
Yes.
As he was and the like.
Then after that senior school, now it was your tertiary. I also want to believe no one was with TS before go tertiary.
Yes, we were the first. We were the intake. It's January. January, so that ka January be ra go ira pest ko UB spec. But I must admit that na ne ra tshaba go ira pest naka sa ka it's on my pre-entry science course, the one that were preparing you to do sciences. By then there was this belief about the science data, so you needed to be prepared.
But it's a BSc.
Yes. And you're prepared from January up to June. Then you'll be admitted to August, so that was medicine, go for medicine, engineering, and the like, and so on and so forth. So, but now we didn't really have to go tests. Then I had to hibernate and hide in Gaborone here without even to go that. I wanted nothing to do with school, and but before that, I can go tests. We were in Ekotutume.
Yeah.
Ne re tlhokomelwa sente, so go TS ne le kgaogangwa ka gore o na le bokgoni jwa enjoyable and so and so forth. And those who were fortunate were remaining mo Tutume straight ka gore there were two rivals go Tutume di Gafela, le Tutume United. Tutume United was owned by the Rago Christopher Mbakani, and le mo councillor Regina Mbakani, so and then le borre Obeditani Chulume. Those were the club le Rago Henel Kaisar. Then Mr. Kaisar. Na ne ke le teng ka gore a ke ne ke le monnye ba ke tshameka bolo ya no, so aba tsena gore nya yo tana ya
go nna wa metsi ya no.
Yeah, we ke hela ke nna wa metsi because we were playing with very good players. Go to United. Those were coming from Bow Francistown, but recruited go traffic. You can imagine traffic on those. Yes. And then we ended up becoming a and so on and so forth. You see how marginalized I was when I had to play football. And then, like I said, from TS, and then I came into Gaborone here. That's when now I started playing football. on the along the stream is Odisani stream go simolla ko bo ha bo Barclays hale sambe bo Barclays bo machine thalobanthaga ile bone ba sample bona ba ne ba betsa di-short
a o se go pa le states a rena gora a rena game o ile gora 10 mo teng
but then ne sample le banyenyane imagine kana I finished ke le go TSI when ke le 16 years I was 17 years by then ha ke taya me ke se ke editse an botshelo go le bagana le nna and that's when we used to narrate we rutwa le no states gona
ona tsamo tshimo tsa mphathalatsa
ra gora 10 yes and ne le dintsinyana ditime along the Sogodisane no gona le bo Nkange gona le bo Madinare bo ena we nearly ba development ya Gaborone because I happened gore ke le that at 18 years be ke go theogela ke bereka mo bo Gaborone and so on and so forth and then we had the team then unfortunately be khaogana rivalry e go create another one e bitswa Casino Rivals in taelano ya go change leina e be ya go le dumang ya go na Sailing Brothers and you can imagine who are about and mostly the gentleman was coming from Maunata
would you say this was also influenced by tribalism ke ra hela re ga o ibuang ka teng
yes
ke bon Nkange ke bo Maunata lo go tore
exactly yes because the team is that they were influenced by tribalism
bo
Madinare bo yes the leading tsinyana and then rona go Sailing Brothers na recruita tata ko abone ko Maunata and around the Swapon area and so on and so forth. That was when both security systems were coming up. They were starting to establish themselves. They decided along the Sogodisane stream. Yes, the leading Sinianabo, Maroplank Leopards, and so on and so forth. That's why you saw the mushrooming about the Maposa brothers, Bahola from the Banebaliban and the like. And then that is that what unfortunately we were working more casino whereby we had the whole day and then working
no
I was actually I worked as a croupier or a dealer more casino gonna those made games double blackjack it's a karata and so on or American roulette poker we were doing that I was doing that and up until Kibeki decided I'm opting out recruited by another company from the Caribbeans and then we set up the casino in Lubatse.
Cumberland.
And that is when now I got lost in football a little bit. But when I got there, we then set up a social football. Maybe it was the Cumberland Kings.
Yes.
Because of Cumberland Hotel and Casino. Yes, and then we are there very we used to go and very roots of talk to Komolo. Sunday Rabos and Kalene, and then the very Musa. So so that is how we got. And then from there, I then said enough is enough. Then I went to school now. And then Kebekao Tanako MCE.
This is
teacher. And then there also good football guys. And they were very good, so we couldn't make it. I remember Nakong we got the kids in and then and then he gets another was never covered in Tazataro. That's a Tara coach Mr. Jeremiah no, you are sick. And then about Baba and then I then decided because there's competition I then switched off because there was one gentleman who was teaching me special education from Wales. You know, Wales they are popular for rugby. And then he went and recruited us. Then we go and play rugby. I played rugby. I was a fly half.
So you're a multi-sport?
Multi-sport. Yes, I was a fly half.
Fly half like Mabelo?
Yes. And we even went for a coaching course. That's why I started to know this was Zikumalo from rugby. And they were doing that. Jerome, Val, there was quite a lot of the guys. But in MC also now becoming a politician, parliamentary of some sort. That's when I got into debate. And then
because from senior school,
I was into debate. And also MCE was the only college that was debating with universities across Southern Africa, and they were doing well, and even in the world.
Yeah.
And then we adopted that, we got that, and then we got absorbed, and you can imagine I also, that got me into SRC.
Yes.
I was the Minister of Finance by then, under the presidency of Aaron Baganatia. Okay. That's where we went. We found debating so good, and to the extent that we even debated even outside Kobo, South Africa, even went to Kobo, Qatar, and so on and so forth. So that is that, and then after finishing, that's when I go back. I went back I was posted Koserowe to be the teacher, and we happened to be the first pioneers by Ribabonaha.
Yes.
And then we started now getting into coaching.
What year was this?
It was about 2004.
Yeah.
Yes, 2004, and that's when now we got we found the talent. We found there were 3 gentlemen.
Yes.
Close to my heart, even up to today.
Yeah.
Who introduced me to coaching.
Yeah.
Sampe Bating Bakai Kumo.
Yes.
They call him Platini.
Yeah.
The former coach and miscellaneous.
Yes.
And then we had Chiwa Ramochotlhwane.
Okay.
And then Ken who introduced me to coaching as well, who mentored me.
Yeah.
And the one I call my brother.
Yeah.
May he so rest in peace. Chips.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 gentlemen who took me passion. Not forgetting Re Motoagai,
yes.
Rika Motoagai, and Re the big boss, Re Ramochotlhwane from Mahalape. Remember that region, Central North, Central South, just one region.
Oh, that giant.
Yes. Then those are the people who really pushed me so hard. To my potential into coaching and also into refereeing, if you don't know. And I was doing development in the morning, Gabo Saturdays, from 7 up until 11. Then I go and freshen up, and then I go for the matches. It's a region. It's a referee. No, it wasn't Zaka. It was just fashion. No, actually, I don't know why. I was actually used a lot in handling the Davids as well. You will see your green lovers and Boma Paswa handle the matches. Arsenal in a City. And then we will handle the matches. Yes, that's Boma Paswa. Then Motherwell, yes. And then sometimes go first division. Imagine taking miscellaneous, or I feel miscellaneous. You could imagine. There was that noisy fan. Wachuka was very noisy. Tata me. Hey, they would scream from the stadium, from the stand, and all the linesmen up. How to let then what prompted you to do that? So these are the things that you went through. I was a referee then for the region as well as first division North. And because I got trained, only gentleman, Regelas Masol, I think, Francis. That's the gentleman who taught us to do refereeing. Yes. Because by then there was emphasis.
Brasana at the time.
It was already in the national leagues.
Oh, yeah.
The emphasis by then the technical director was Brasik Gafford. His emphasis was that as a coach, you must also do refereeing so that you understand the law.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is why it helped us. And in my entire coaching career, I have never got a red card. And even you can imagine living my mentors with chiefs, they never got a red card for that. And we went, and then we developed the group of young boys. There were about 34. And Fernando Gago. Bospa, you can see them, and then there were quite a lot.
Beautiful 11. Ralesota.
Boralesota, they were actually a group in Ramochotlhwane, yes, and then so on and so forth. Quite a lot, because we used to be sending a lot of them to School of Excellence, Kojwane, and that is when deliberately we then phase out the old green lovers and then introduce the young boys to there. Le Bokabelo sa akanyeng,
Yes,
you
yes,
name them, bo Ayanda Molefe, you name them, those the cream and so and so forth. Unfortunately, Ayanda Molefe was not keen tata into playing football, and so Guskweleng was actually playing ping pong.
Table tennis, eh?
Was playing table tennis.
Ah,
Actually,
Badala, so
yeah,
it's
he
okay.
was actually very good in
Yeah.
ping pong, and also he used to fight for him. Right, table tennis. I would say super sub, and then he will score. You can't imagine that. The guy was so talented,
Yeah.
and by then now I was into. That's when I got myself into women football.
Yeah.
We established women football, and then we formed a team called Golden Girls.
Yes.
It was the only team from the north.
Yes.
In Nesamikali team
Yes.
and then unfortunately I highlight Motzilin, and because Totani was not that willingness to develop women football across the country.
Yes.
So that is that, and then we what's another Botswana games now, and we assembled the first Botswana games with the Tina Central.
Yes, let's
Central.
Yeah.
It was quite hectic. Yes, yeah. Central was a very big region. Very similar to the like. So to select that, we had so many, lots of players.
Yeah.
I remember Brad Chips when he got in there.
Yeah.
He then said, guys, there were about 60, yeah? And with 60 of them. And then he said, I want defenders there, middle fielders, and attackers there.
Yeah.
The rest, all of them went into middle field.
No defenders.
No defenders. So that's when it was so funny. He said, no, it's fine. And then he put them into the match, 8 versus 11. With our team, Bonobo, Fernando, Gago, and Bupakwa Force. Yes. We put them this side, just one team.
Yeah.
Ballet 11. Then they will play against this 8 so that we do selection. That's how we did our selection. Then these young boys quite a lot. And until we select team Botswana games. Yeah. And we had very good goalkeepers by then. We have Michael Pepukani as our Mahalape. We selected Ekale Joseph
yes.
And Waxi Wagaredi.
Yes.
Those were the goalkeepers that we picked for our first Botswana games.
Okay.
And the competition was so strong in there.
Then Serowe, then you went to Lobatse.
Yes, Serowe, then I felt I needed to move closer to the city again.
Yeah.
And then I got a gentleman, then he swapped me teaching.
Okay.
And then I was posted. Yes, I was a science teacher and maths and computers.
3.
Yes. And I even when I was still 6 months, I was the acting senior teacher.
Oh, okay.
Computer awareness for a very long time.
All right.
I think Neruda Lidikakapa in teaching.
Yes.
Like those were the gentlemen. Bo Saulu Malapo, you can name them. Those former Satmos players. So from there, I became Talopati. That is when I was very lucky. I call myself a very lucky person.
Yes.
That's when I then met a gentleman by the name China Matlaku.
Oh, okay.
China Matlaku taught me football. Those who know China Matlaku,
yes.
Is just you can say Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
He will sit down with you and teach you football.
Yeah.
Even his coaching is totally different. It's out of this world.
Yeah.
And that's why I learn a lot. And that's the one that actually we went to Lobatse Stars. We were doing together. I was doing development. Yo Mushahaula, Fantas, Bo Matthews Muruti, and Bo Tletlesa, Yomo Demogento, Kosanta Green.
Yes.
We started developing those caliber of players. And Niki Coach Amoli Sopa. And we were so dominant.
Yeah.
We were so dominant. I remember Ratadi National League. We're playing a Lebo Kale CSS, Yabo Bobby Mati, and then the very good schools, about Dugu and the like.
Yeah.
Fanta.
Yeah.
We went there, and then there was a time the team in Litaro, Nerenale 6 points.
Yes.
Ruined the matches with the 6 points. I think Mapula was number 2.
Yeah.
And the number 1 was Kalisi JSS. In a goal difference +1.
Yeah.
Mapula was number 2 in 6 points in a goal difference ya 0.
Yeah.
Lesotho was number 3 in
Yeah.
3 points.
Yeah.
Right, Samikale Mapula in the morning. You can ask Dindy about that.
Yeah.
He will tell you a story.
Yeah.
After that, mentorship of China really helped us. And then when you do the warm up, and it was in the morning Sunday, then so the results didn't matter at all. And then we just wanted to draw or not to win the match. We had to win the match. When they wanted a draw.
So this Mapulene Laboma, do you remember the players?
I think
there's no Tato Muti.
I think about Tato Moting, yes. He did a very good it had a very good team. It was a very good team. And when you get in there is a 30 cool, it's a 30 cool, it's a 9 hour, 1 hour warm up.
1 hour.
We got 1 hour warm up.
Yeah.
Yes, they were about this team. What is it doing? Is it doing on train? Is it? We picked the match to 140. Okay. Speeds are 140 kilometers per hour. Okay. And we went there, just went into the match, and you touch one from the center into the goal. And then they just started play. We score another goal. Yeah. Then we went back, and then we tried play our usual match, because that's what China taught us. China taught us. For this is how you can get a team of guard. Yes. And then we do that. Then that's how we're beating teams called Sopa. And we are physically strong, very, very fit. We normally could go with us for maybe 80 minutes, 0-0, but the last 10 minutes it belonged to us. Yeah. We really scored about 3 or 5 goals and the like. So, and people thought we were using Muti there. And that is when now I got into there was a mentorship program here, English Premier League. We taught the Premier Skills, and then we were developed as community coaches and instructors. Yes. And then we did run for almost 14 years, and then I got into as a instructor of BFA. Okay. And I also did a KFC license by then. Yeah. I think it was in 2011, if not 2010, I can't remember. And then I also went up to B license. Yes. By then it was still the highest. Qualification. It's still the highest now because I recently graduated. So I have a KFB license. Yeah, you also coach more Premier League. No. Because of how I was groomed as a coach, development. Even today, if I can go to development, you really see. But then there's where now you jump into administration. Where did it start? Yes. Remember. Now berka le chips ne le gamali kotel so ne le sengwe le sengwe and the like. Then that's why I got into administration, because you could tell me that Marana, there are no more volunteers in this world, because everybody wants money, so do everything for you, for yourself. Then be a driver, be a what. And then we did that, and then we then became that we get into administration. And then it happened that now I went to Maung, and I continued with my coaching in Maung, and then I found Maung Tigers. Yeah. It has been going for playoffs for 3 consecutive years without getting to first division. I went there about 2009-2010. Okay. And then I took that club to the playoffs. Yes, remember, I think they said the match at least 7. And then already necessary to say if you can see it was Sundowns, and they kept that it 7 matches into before end of the league, we were already qualified to go to the playoffs. Then I went to the playoffs and played Boyo Notani, FC and the like. Yeah. By then in the playoff in how many teams? It was 7 teams. It was 7 teams. Yeah. Those were the best playoffs, and I wish the same thing can go back, can be adopted, and then you can have 28 to go north, and then we were playing that over 2 weekends. Yeah. It was really good. There was quality, and the best teams, they actually went into the first division, and that's how I got Mount Tigers into the first division. That was the year of miracle. Yeah. When the Zebras started beating teams, Tunisia and the like. Yes. So, and then, you are done with Maung, and then you came back to closer to the city, to Queen. I remember Black Period. Yes, from Maung I had a short stop for car. I stayed for about 8 months.
Okay,
I was transferred on promotion to Kang.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there was this buti was Kanan and the like.
Yes,
I was very allergic to it, allergy, so I developed that.
as a bar I
No, you see those trees around that bar, that green one, it's on a
Oh.
Is those green trees in Rand, it's on a
Okay.
Didn't say a lot, so Skokanga is such, but it's very allergic and very toxic. And so that is that weekend, but and then my employer then transferred me to Aboroni. That is when before that weekend gets into the board BFL, Botswana Premier League. Yes, now chairing Grill Lovers. It's into the Premier League. I served in the board. I was a member of the finance and audit committee. Okay. By then the board was and then that's where we served. That was when BMC was going through a difficult time and transition to Rangers and the like. And then after we relegated, then I got a break from football, and because I was now focused into my study.
I go to chips goro ke are ai bola go tswara ke marago a re botele wa re le ka
no but I think we took a decision that we were spending so much to attend this because there was literally there were no money, and you could see up to December that's 35,000. And Grill Lovers, we are priding ourselves in very talent. That's where we unearthed I know. Before Black Forest, yes. We went and got that guy from Tau. And even today, and even know where his mother stays and uncle and so forth. And we are there, we unearthed that, and we had a very good group. And then Kebeke Chanogora Kisana Kisa break into football. I then asked by a gentleman for River Twisoko ko Black Pirele. So we're travelers. So then we go and then we assisted them. We rebranded Black Pirele very well. We signed very good players and very good coach. Manelo there. That was after when Manelo left for Masitauka. Then we then rebranded. We got Wayaka into Brafaula. Brafaula, and then we actually assembled. Then we went. I think we eventually means unbeaten, and then we got too carried away, overexcited, and then we started now messing up with the whole thing, and then we lost the matches. And then remember that season we were lucky not to relegate. And I remember the last match we were in Khansi and playing against that team.
Is it School Boys?
Not School Boys. Yamu Khansi, Yamu Kapamadi, Kapamadi Primary School.
Okay.
That team. And you remember you are playing in a sand dune. The ground there sand dune. Leba la Kapamadi ke motaba hello. So ke.
Go te bona grassing ana.
Ke bona le grassing ke yone go tshwara nga o tsa mo So we play that match, and then we team Igorapile. No, we are going to relegate. So we needed a point. And then we struggled to get that, and then we lead the last 10 minutes. And then Arsenal got
the referee about 20 minutes
after. The referee about yes. So and then we actually Black Pirele was actually saved by Matebejan. I think it was playing. It went and beat that team 3-1. On goal difference. That is when now the transactions came into. And that is when now Masitauka then got the status as Black Pirele, and then Black Pirele went down to the lowest division. Got third division as Sefa, and he's currently playing more second division now.
Yes.
He's really competing very well.
Yes.
Then that is that, and
Yeah.
that is my journey. It's a
Yes.
very long journey.
Yeah, I know.
It's
From there, when you BFL, what was it in here? So let's talk about the challenges or the experiences as an administrator, le coach here. What are those challenges?
Yes, I will say, hey, as a coach, the challenge is the Tatanelo assembly team.
Yeah.
Even though I won the championship young Habeka Mount Tigers,
Yes.
I had only 8 players who were regular. We were training regularly, 8 players. Is that they were very good players?
Yeah.
And then the rest in Europa Pizza the cool. So those
two
two are
training.
when they come to the match, you say that was our language, and so let's try and protect our coons. Meaning there's those players who don't train, but never start training that. So that was a challenge to assemble the team. It's even happening now in terms of that, and also to run things properly.
Yeah.
I will not say professionally because people confuse professionalism or talk about. Yeah. But professionalism is the way of doing things smart. Yeah. When you do things smarter and then follow a certain routine of perfecting it, that's professionalism. But now that's the challenge that quite a lot of our clubs, from lower division up until to the Premier League, that's the challenge. I don't know how we can go about and resistance to change. Yeah. People don't want to change. Clubs don't want to change the way of doing things, and are still attracted or to the old way of doing things. Yeah. If it was done during the era of Churchill, I mean, so rest in peace. Yeah. They still believe that's the best time, the best way. So na le adira se very firm. That was the major challenge in terms of that modi club movement. Also finance. Total football the willingness to generate income for themselves. Yes. The way we want to generate income for ourselves is in the reverse of what the modern football people are doing. Yes. Yes, you see that we're still banking for t-shirt sales, gate takings, gets on the priority. Yeah. And when in the modern world of football, you know, there are TV rights and sale of players. Those are the number two. Number two.
So how can they solve a solution a football in a minute? What could be the solution?
The solution to our football is mindset change. If we can change our mindset, because we tend to be caught in a quagmire of inability to change. Yeah. We don't want to change. Yeah. And we still believe that this mindset our sports and football, football in particular, is a pastime. Yeah. Yeah, it's not an industry. If you can change and start treating it as an industry, I think we'll go somewhere. Alone sports, you can imagine other sports schools, athletics, when they can commercialize. They've got the potential, more especially here. And Kenya population is not an excuse. We've got very small countries that have got good leagues and they're really playing football. Yeah. You don't need 2 million players for you to be the best leagues in the world. Yeah. There are quite countries. Look at countries that have got 101 billion population of 1 billion. Oh, yeah. Are they playing football? No. The top 2 countries, yes, they've got over 2 billion, but they have never won anything. Yeah. So you get small countries, Iceland and the like. You see that they are doing wonders. And Comoros, they go to AFCON. They really go and they compete. So Namibia, you can see they're doing well. It's a matter of how you can, and then you have to set up good governance. Yes. And also let's get the right people to lead us. Yeah. You get a carpenter, I'm sorry to say, carpenter or a welder to come and lead you on governance things. Because you cannot get, giving us an example, a doctor, a medical doctor, works in the hospital, in the lab. Yeah. That's why he understands his profession very well. Yeah. but you cannot take him to the battlefield.
Yes.
If you take him to the battlefield, he's still going to,
Already
he has
the
to
show,
go
yeah,
there
no,
and
yes.
do his profession
Yeah.
and medicine.
Yeah.
But now in football, in sports in particular, you take any Jack and Jill and you believe in the power of money or power of influence, that we think this person is the Messiah that have come from heaven. It is not the case.
Talking about bona bo Jack and Jill bo buang bao. Ba bo Jack and Jill ba ngo ba tselo se mo tse di bogale mo bolong. O ile ko Serowe, you went to Lobase, you went to Maung, you went to Kang, ke ya go Tlokweng. Ga te pa ka. Ke go ka ela gore hey, ba go bala ba morena.
Yes, I've been to all over the country, doing coaching and sports administration. But le nna as a coach ne ke sa dumele thata mo go tsone, mme ke ne ka ela ha ke le ko ha ke le ko Black Period ne ke kgona go bona mme dilo tse dingwe di a possible. And I remember playing against a certain team from Tlokweng. You did it. How so you lead that 3-0, go 5 minutes.
Respect.
Yes, then the rain will just come and the pitch will be waterlogged. And it not happen for once.
Yeah.
Actually, many times it happened. Then I said, what's really happening here?
What is that proof?
I thought it was a joke. but all those things, despite the fact, then they really they're part of the contributing factor why we are so backward. In Africa, and also in Botswana. Na ke tso go ra re go tana kana le ditso re bone bo rights ke bona go tembane sa pula gore ba go re khone re nne le dijo sente ko masimo bone ko ya no ba hudugetse ko mabaleng. And one of the things that really got us back ke yone kganyana ya go tempaka. And it has gone quite a lot into our coaches. Our coaches, I'm not attacking them. Our local coaches. They are trained as coaches, qualified. They're well trained, given both sports science and all these things. Well trained, documentation and the like. How about how they're going to develop themselves into traditional doctor? And they take the role. They are not drilling the team. They are not doing with the tactics. If you see the embarrassing incidents, you remember when I was co-BFL, those are the things and the like. And just for your information, just go to the Palace Sports Complex over Yalko National Stadium. You wouldn't believe it. Palele, it was supposed to be white. It's smeared with oils. And the white still, nails, still nails. You can imagine how dangerous those things are. And the local center, I heard that, but and those things really have taken us aback. And when I was there, I was dealing them decisively as vandalism. Because you are vandalizing the equipment that you have been given. It's a stadium or power speakers. What is very fun is that after they will start digging. They will start digging because it's like a coin when you have lost the coin in the sand. You can't find it. So that is the problem that we have. And it's a backward thing.
I want to press thanks for the interview. You know, I wish we could have had more time to actually explore this conversation. Thank you. Let's now learn about Pinagare, a service that is offered by Hope Worldwide Botswana. Ekare musimana gape Lekula.
Ke nna musimana gape Johnson Lekula. Mo Hope Worldwide Botswana ke bereka program di mmalwanyana di program mme ke gore nna ke lebagane le one tota ke a contextual e leng gore hela ka utlwa go te contextual gore bereka thata le gore mo botutong ba se e leng gore go buiwa ka sone itebagane se e leng gore gongwe ha e le gore for example le re lebagane le kgantsa go HIV and AIDS yana le se ka yana e batla go itse tota gore mme gone re batla go itse gore lo ra jang ha lo bua ka dikgantse le gone gore re tseneleng gore re a go kitisa yang information go bathong yaanong ya contextual go tsenya ka di buai ke e complementang other programs tse ka tswang di teng tsa Hope Worldwide Botswana yaanong se le gore gongwe ke tla itebagana sone ke aim kana purpose ya pinagare go ntleng pinagare ke e leng gore e itebagantse le motsadi le ngwana o e leng gore already enrolled mo program tse dingwe tsa Hope Worldwide. Ngwana o e ka tswa le ngwana o e leng from 0 up to 17 years. Re lebile gore bontsi ba nako se go jang an adolescent girl ke ene le gore re thajitile ene mme le gone le ha ena le gore e caterele ba bangwe ba e leng gore ba ka tswa ba le ka ko tlase ba e leng gore ga ba tsene mo sekolong ba out of school e kgona gore ba caterele so mme ka ha e dirang ka teng o itlhela gore thajitile bone ba age ya 0 to 17 e lebagane gore e batla go nonotsha kana go oketsa botsalano ga gare ga botsadi le ngwana ka gore go lemotshegile gore ha re bua ka dikgwetlho tsa segompieno yana go godisa ngwana ga se so se se motlhofo mme ebile dikgwetlho tsa gampieno itlhale gore go gongwe re godisa bana ba e leng gore ba bangwe ga se bana ba rona mo nako yang gompieno ke bana ba e leng gore ba bangwe o itlhela gore ba na le dikgwetlho tse dintsi ba na le batsadi ba e leng gore ba tshela ka mogare o e leng gore re tshwana go bona gore re tlhokomela jang mme ebile le gone yana e ka re gongwe ebile kgantse tsa HIV e ka re tla di lebala mme ebile ke moatsone tse e leng gore e leka go fokotsa go bona gore di-new infections di a kwa tlase kana gotlhelele di a ema mme ebile le dikgwetlho tse bana ba basetsana ba lebagana le tsone re lebaganya HIV and AIDS GBV le tsone di-other risky behaviors re lebile gore mo malatsing a gompieno go gongwe go thata to parent a child especially who is not yours go gongwe le ene o e leng wa gago o kgona go nna thata o kgona gore nne le di-issue tse e leng gore go a go nna thata gore o ka ipotsa gore ke a gore a ngwana ke reng ka kgane e leng gore gongwe ke a gago le motsadi le ene e leng gore ya ama ngwana o ipotsa gore ngwana wa go ntha a reng ka kgane e leng gore ya moama yaanong e ga re bua ka pinagare ke e leng gore e oketsa botsalano ga gare ga motsadi le ngwana yaanong gona ana re kgang bua ka dikgang tsa gore re batla gore re nne seo se le sengwe yana ga re ka oketsa botsalano ba motsadi le ngwana wa go tlhela gore motsadi seo sa ntlha hela se re bokeditse go a go gopotsa dikgang tsa bo stress di-issue tsa bo finances mo malapeng yana di a go hela di kgona gore di hokotsege di buiwa ka tsela e leng gore rotlhe we are involved ga go no o akanyetsa mo mongwe melawana ya gore re tshela ka tsela e ntseng jang mo lapeng re ga e buisana motsadi le ngwana mme project ya pinagare tota e thajitile di-group tse e leng gore gongwe e tla be di formilwe like re bereka mo dikweleng yana re lebagana le ngwana o e leng gore mo dreams wa mosetsana o e leng gore from 0 up to 17 re mo dikweleng tse e leng gore dingwe tse di mo gaborong tse re mo go tsone le mo mahelong a mangwe mme hela tota re lebaga le ngwana wa mosetsana o e leng gore this project gore e kgone gore e tswelele kana program e tswelele e tlhokana le motsadi le ngwana in everyday base ha re dumalaneng gore ra go kopana teng gantse re kopana gangwe hela mo bekeng mo nakong e le ipeelwa ke batsadi le ngwana gore mme gone ka gore ne ke tla go le ko sekweleng no wena o tla bo le ko tirong re ka kopana leng re buisana le bone e be re dumela gore mme re tla kopana ka nako ya gore e be re dira di-session tseo pinagare ke program e leng gore e na le 14 sessions tse e leng gore tsotlhe ga o completile go helela go na le go mo teng graduation e leng gore ka yone re halela re lebelela gore mme gone mo ditsetlane tse ne re di pele ke ntse re se kgone ke ntse se ra se kgonang ke bone gore re ka tokahatsa ga kae e thaitile motsadi o e leng gore ka ene segolo jang re lebile gore gongwe o ka tswa gongwe go na le dingwe tse e leng gore di mma mo diphatseng kana gongwe re belela gore gongwe go tlhokana le gore re mo thuse gale le gale ka di-skill ka ditselana tse e leng gore ka tsone di ka thusa gore le a le nosi a le koo o ka ikemela o ka se ka wa re gore ngwana ke o kae go iragalang ka se e leng gore go iragala mo botshelong ba gago ka gore go gongwe se se re warisang thata ke gone gore wa go ipotsa gore ngwana ke ga e le gore gongwe o tsene mo di-relationshipeng kwa teng o ira jang o kgona jang a gago go ntse ga gago go ntse ope yaanong ga go le thata gore o ka buisana le ene ka dikgang tseo o le kgakala le ene o itlhela gore yaanong wa go na le stress go ene mme yaanong ga o le gaufi le ene dikgang tse wa go hela o kgone gore o di laole o kgone go itse gore ngwana ke kwa teng o ka tswa simolotse o dira ka tselentsenya le ene a le open o ka bolelela gore mama nna ke na ke go tlotsa moitao yaanong o ka nthusa le ka moso o ka go bolela gore nna mo go na le mongwe ngwana a nthayana le jala jala ke mo re ke reng mme ga re na le puisano le bana ba rona dikgang tsa moitao ga di na gore tshwenya thata le ga re bua ka sekwele ga ana go tshwenya thata-thata o iputsa gore ngwane ke ya mo gone o tla pasa kana ga pase ka gore o setse o itse o kgona go appreciate di-effort tsa gago o kgona go appreciate sa a se buang o kgona go mo createla nako le motsadi o kgona go mo supetsa gore wa mo rata ka tsone di-program tse e leng gore kana di-session tse e leng gore tla bontse di tsa teng mo teng ga pinagare eo jaanong pinagare ke program e leng gore tota-tota ene ka bone ke e oketsang botsalano gare ga motsadi le ngwana ga o sa dire yalo o na le tsela tse di tla di sepang social media ditsala and information e leng gore ga e a sefiwa o ka tsaya sengwe le sengwe ko yaanong a re boneng gore a tumela bana ba rona re buisana le bone re nna ditsala le bone re le botsadi
Bramsolo ta ke tsena ke go leboga morwa re ebile ke go leletse masego le mathogono.
Thank you so much for hijacking me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Solomon Ramochotlhwane, a boxer, chess, rugby, referee, coach, administrator, all in one. I hope you learned a lot about him. Thank you. Until we meet next time. Thanks to Hope Worldwide Botswana and also our production team, Deep Take. Bye-bye.